Good morning, everybody. I am here. I'm Chris, and this is Jen and Louie. Today we're going to do 30 minutes of a really just chill stretch. There is a little bit of movement in here, but it's really to just kind of calm your mind and your body, release some stress, which we all need sometimes, right?
Yes. Yes, please and thank you.
And you do the best you can. A lot of times more of us need this than we think we do, and a lot of times you don't realize until you're done how much you needed it, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Help center you.
So we're going to get ourselves warm, and I'm just going to have Jen start. We're going to get into a child's pose to start today, okay? We get Anna down here. Maybe Louie will get a child's pose with us as well. He probably will.
And this is it, people, for 30 minutes. Child's pose.
Wouldn't that be good?
That would be great. Oh, it's so good on my back.
Okay, so just hang out there. I have very chill music for you today. I might have to get up and fix that a little bit. So, I want you to think about how, when you have those days where you're rushing to get everything done, and because you're rushing, everything goes wrong. Like you spill the coffee, you slam your finger in the car door, you drop something, you leave something at home. But on the days when you're not all over like that, things go much more smoothly. So I want you to think about, during this routine, how we can just be calm, move slowly, let our bodies just do what they need to do to release stress and tension. There's no need to rush. And if you've come to this routine, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should do it, stick with it, stay with it. It's 30 minutes. If you chose something for 30 minutes, stay with the 30 minutes. Just do it. Release any tension from your face. Relax your jaw. Just open your mouth just a little bit. And as you take a deep breath in through your nose, notice how your belly presses into your thighs as the lungs fill with air. And then as you exhale, just allow yourself to sink. Allow your thoughts to just slow down. Notice what your hands feel as they're against the mat. Notice your forearms. Notice your forehead. Become aware of the shape of your spine in this position, how it's slightly rounded. And then if you can, reach your arms a little more forward and create a little more length in that back. Notice the shins against the floor or the surface beneath you. And feeling the tops of the feet. Now we're going to start to slowly, with a round back, pull those hands in under your shoulders and come up to hands and knees, nice and slowly. Now you don't need to move your hands anywhere, so they should be under your elbows and the elbows under your shoulders. Okay, and we're just gonna kind of wag your tail side to side, rock side to side, and the hips should be above the knees. Good. Just kind of rocking side to side. And put some weight not only into the heel of the hand, but also into the knuckles and the fingertips, including the thumb pads. Good. And then just center that out and bring your curled toes under. So now your toes are curled, and what I want you to do is inhale and arch your back and look up. And then exhale and round, bring your chin to chest. Keep those toes tucked under for now. And then allow your breath to let this move. So inhale up and exhale round. I'm like, what is happening?
I thought he was
Inhale
joking.
up. I know, I think she's okay. And round. Anna needs water. And inhale up. And round. Good. And up. We all need that time to slow down, right? It's hard to find it sometimes. And then when we do find it, we get on our phones and we scroll and it's nice to just sit. Sometimes just be within our bodies. Good. And then what I'm going to have you do is come back, uncurl the toes, come back to that child's pose, and we're going to walk your hands over to the left and push your hip to the right. Push your hips to the right. So getting a nice long side body stretch through the right side. Inhale. And then exhale. Another inhale here. And exhale. And then back inhale to the center and start to walk the other direction. So hands to the right, hips to the left. Love this. Good. Inhale. And I'm not inhaling, thinking of creating some space and some length in the left side of your body. Inhale again. And on the exhale, just kind of relaxing into it. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. And from here, we're going to go inhale, come forward, round, and then press your chest through the biceps into an upward facing dog, and then come back with your own breath. Exhale. So when you're ready to inhale again, you're going to come up through your upward dog, look up, open the chest, get out of the neck, and then round back. Here we are going to give a little love to those wrists too. I know we've been doing a lot of push-ups in my other classes lately. Okay, so don't worry, we're going to hit those up as well. Allow yourself to feel the movement as you slowly move between the two poses. Good. One more. And this time come all the way down to your belly. Okay? And what we're going to do here is, you just watch first. We're going to take your head down onto your right hand. And what I want you to do is take your palm up and bring it to the lower back. Okay, so your elbow's sticking out. And then bring the palm and bring it to the back of your head. So the hand is on the head. All right, and then turning. So you're getting some shoulder mobility, and that'll feel really good after what we did yesterday. And you keep the elbow up as much as you can. Now, some of you guys are going to have trouble with this, and that's okay. That's why we're doing it. So you're rotating I'm also trying to warm that up for a nice stretch coming at you. Try not to hold your breath and relax your jaw. Just keep this going back and forth. And then take that left hand under your head, and we're going to turn the right hand so your palm is up. Now, one side might feel happier than the other, and that's my other side. Then bring it back behind the head. So, like, my left arm is always just a little happier than my right. Yeah. And you're like, and I'm the opposite.
I know. There's one that's always stickier.
Yeah. Just keep that going. Movement, being able to move through the ranges of motion that your joints can move through, is very important. So we're going to take that hand, that right hand, to the floor. And then what I'm going to have you do is take your hands behind your back, grasp them, and then press your knuckles down the center of your backside and lift your chest. Okay? You can look at the top of your mat, breathe, or you could close your eyes and just open the chest. Maybe you're only a centimeter off the floor. Really pull those shoulder blades back. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale down. Nice. Left hand on the floor. Right arm out to the side. So it's straight out to the side. And I'm going to have you bend your left knee. Press your left hand into the floor and turn. So we're going into a scorpion, and you're just holding that. So again, we're stretching out from all of those push-ups. And I always say I remember the first time that I did the scorpion being like, how am I going to get out of this? And what is my foot supposed to touch the floor? But then the muscle memory, and the second time you do it, you're like, oh, that's not as bad as I remember, right?
Oh, but it's so good. I love this one.
I know, me too. Just opening up the chest, getting a little spinal twist. Good. One more inhale because it feels good. And then as you exhale, bring it back down to the center. Good. Put your right hand on the floor next to your shoulder, left hand out to the side, and go ahead and bend the right knee and bring it over. Oh. I always think of, when something is a little challenging that you clench your jaw like, oh, or something, so that's what we want to avoid, because when you're clenching your jaw, you're not allowing not only your face to relax, but that means you're not letting the rest of your body relax, because you're kind of putting up a block, being like, I can't. But if you breathe, you're like, okay, I got it, I could do it, right? Things become easier when you believe you can do them. Nice, real big breath in. Good, and as you exhale, come back down to the center, okay? And then you're gonna put your right hand under your head again. And what I want you to do is bend your left knee. So we're stretching out the front of the body here. Take your left hand and reach for your ankle. Now, if you can't do that, you could grab onto your pant leg, you could use a towel, or you could just hold the knee bent here, okay? Otherwise, you're grabbing the left ankle and putting your head down, okay? And squeeze the left glutes and press the front of your thigh into the floor. Actually, think of pressing your pelvic bone into the floor as well. What's this? We went to like disco here.
I know.
Stay right there. Good. Really think of stretching out. I have to change it. I don't know what this says. Good. Good. Just hold it and breathe. Nice. Loving a good quad and hip flexor stretch there. And slowly release it. Good. And then switch. So put your left arm under your head, right leg goes into that hand, right ankle, right foot, pant leg, whatever you can get a hold of. Good. Stay there. Try not to laugh at Donna's typos. They were really good yesterday. Good. Stay right there. and release it down. Okay, so for the next one, this is if you have issues being on the knees, go ahead and put some cushioning under the knees. Okay, we're gonna actually come back to a seated position on your heels. Okay, and this is a really great stretch for the feet. Did you ever have a plantar fasciitis?
No, just issues with my sesamoid bones.
Ugh. So did you have to do any stretches like this?
Yeah, these really hurt.
Yeah.
But they're really good for you.
They feel, yeah.
Yes.
So I've been having some plantar fasciitis lately in my right foot. And it comes and goes. It's really annoying, you know?
Yeah.
But with this, stretching out the feet, so you're on your toes, you have your toes curled underneath you, just do the best you can. If for some reason you're like, I can't do it. Another thing you can do is just work on stretching out the feet here. Okay, that's an option. I'm giving you options. Okay, maybe the knees don't like that position, right? So you go here, okay? But yeah, the stretching of the calves, I know. I was making myself sit in this position for like a minute to a minute and a half. And although it was painful during it, I would get up and be like, and I could walk again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, with no pain. Yeah. Yep.
So just holding for a second now. Take a deep breath in. And out. I'm sorry, Jen. Now listen. Come up, uncurl the toes, and then I want you to bring your fingers to the floor, palms down. And I'm just gonna have you go back and forth. So now you're getting the wrists a little bit. We are gonna go back to the feet, but in a different way. Okay? Good. Okay, so now go a little side to side. Side to side. Good. Oh, Bonnie, annoying is a good word for plantar fasciitis. Yes, it is. It's like some days I'll wake up and it's like, oh, it's gone. And then like by 4 o'clock that day, I'm like, oh, and there it is again. My little friend came back.
Isn't plantar fasciitis
Circles.
like a splinter, like a fraying of, what is it exactly?
You know what, honestly, I probably have to look more into it, but it is soft tissue related.
It is soft tissue related.
Yeah, other direction. I messaged my chiropractor, Jen, the other day, and I was like, can you do anything? She's like, oh, come in. I have such good stuff. I have a new thing, too, called shockwave therapy. I'm like, yes, it sounds like I should be listening to heavy metal music. That's good. Okay, so now come back. All right, now this time you're going to be up, and you have her curl your toes under. We've done these before. And then all you're going to do is uncurl and then curl again. So you're just getting a little ankle mobility. Now, I love this because when you do this, I want you to focus not just on curling, like not little, make it big. Really flex the foot and then press the top of your foot into the floor. So you're getting some nice big movement in a way that the feet actually move and that the ankles move. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. It sucks. Good. British Siri is male. Donna. You know, Donna, you can change the Siri on your phone. Did you know that? You could actually change
Right.
the
I
voice.
have the Australian
Oh.
mail.
Oh.
Chad was like, what is this? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is my favorite.
What's his name? Did you name him?
Oh, I didn't name him. I totally need to name him. Give me suggestions.
Give a good Australian name.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, now from here, hands on the floor, curl the toes. Let's go into a down dog. Oh, yeah. That feels nice. And there you go,
Yes.
Bonnie. Hold right there. Spread out your fingers, press into your heels, press your backside up to kind of where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you, and lift up, meaning lift up your quads as you press down your heels. And then you're like, ooh. So if you kind of think about contracting up the quads a little bit, you press down, 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 down. And then start to walk your hands back, bend your knees just a tiny bit, and come down just to a little ragdoll hold here. Stay there. This music is like the end of the movie.
Right. Where the credits are scrolling.
Hold it. Good. Just let your head be heavy. So the weight of the head is stretching the neck. Good. Stay there. Another big breath in. Exhale. Good. And then just walk yourself back out to hands and knees. And we're going to come down to a seated position with the legs out. What's the real time on that Apple Watch of yours?
10:02.
Okay, great. So we're going to reach over to one side. Stretching it out. She's like, Anna is over there very happy to be relaxing.
She's very centered.
She is. And you look at your pets sometimes and like how calm they are and comfy. Aren't you
Yes.
sometimes like, I wish I could do that?
I know. Yes. They're like, you can. Just stop what you're doing.
Right. Other side. Good. Hold right there. Excellent. Good. So come back up. And what I'm going to have you do is cross your right leg under your left. Okay. And sitting up, drop your head to the left. And if you want to just give a little pull here. Okay. Now, holding it there, just think about pulling that right shoulder back and down a little bit more. I love when I look at the screen and somebody laughed at something that I said and I don't even know what it was.
Right. I know. I'm like, what were we talking about?
What were we talking about? This feels so good, I forget what I was doing. I'm so in the moment, I forget what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Sometimes when you hold that stretch just a little bit longer,
It
you
helps
really feel the
release it.
benefits of
Yeah.
it. And up. Ooh, slowly.
Yeah.
Slow.
Not too fast.
Other side. Yeah, other side. So bring it down. And then hold it. Ah, good. So I started using my massage gun in the morning just like to wake up the muscles a little bit. And I do feel like it's helping with tension and tightness.
Yeah.
It really does kind of like get things going. Like beating yourself up with a massage gun in the morning.
Yeah. I've never done it in the morning. I'll have to try. I always do it right before I go to bed to release everything.
Yeah. It does feel good in the morning. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Pull that left shoulder back a little and down. up slowly. Reach your arms up and then come forward. Okay, so I'm gonna wiggle out here, lengthen. So is that where you feel a little bit there?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna change. We're gonna stretch this, get a little deeper in here too. So in this position, just lift up a tiny bit, lengthen, and then reach your right hand over on top of your left. So maybe you're up here. Maybe you're up here and this is all you have. Or maybe you're here. That's okay. All right? You want to think length through the back. Let's go to the other side. So right hand and then left goes on top of it, and then we will switch legs. I feel like we need another half hour. Then bring it back to the center and slowly come up, slowly. And then we're gonna switch your cross, okay? So this, one side's gonna feel a little, again, happier than the other. Reach and forward. Oh, good. And then let's go right first this time. So right out and then left on top. Actually, for me, it feels like this side feels a little better just because we opened it up already.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Softening the face, softening the jaw.
Little opera.
Up other side. This song, go to the other side. This album is called like Beach Opera or something. Oh,
Awesome. I'll go to an opera on the beach.
wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Pretty much anything on the beach
Right.
is good.
I'm there.
Good. Let's bring it back to the center. Roll yourself up. Then bring your fingertips behind you, uncross, and just give a couple knee drops. Sounds like Viking music. Oh no. Good.
Or the sirens coming in from the ship. Now I have all these water connections. Are they called sirens? The women, the mermaids?
Yeah,
Sirens?
the sirens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It could be that.
The sirens
The
are singing.
Viking ship coming in. They hear the sirens.
Good. Okay, let's come down to your back. I'm gonna give you and Jen one more. So for the hip. So I'm gonna have you cross your right over your left. Okay. And if that's enough for you, if you're just crossed here and you're like, okay, ow, stay here. If you need more, I'm gonna give you a bunch more options. Next option is to lift up and just hold that right knee with your right hand and left foot with your left hand. Next option is to grab your left leg through that figure four there. And then actually, I'll never forget you doing this the first time. Next option, take your right knee and cross it completely over your left knee, okay? So your knees are completely crossed here. Now, lift up. You're gonna take your left hand and grab the foot that's closest to it, right? So it's your right foot. And then reach for that other foot. And then lay down and you're gonna kind of pull your feet apart. So you're pulling your feet down. Ouch. And if you're like, nope, that's not happening, you don't have to be there. Do you remember this? When I did this?
So good. Yes.
Yeah, and I remember you and my cell were like, what?
I know.
I need to do this all the time. Jen and I were talking about stress and what it does to your body, just not just mentally, but also physically. And it is something that, I mean, your body starts to hold on to so much. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it's weight in your middle. Sometimes it's tension in places. Sometimes it's something that happens in your skin. You start breaking out, things like that, right? So it is super important that we take this time to do this. And I'll tell you what, the hips, not just the neck, we always think the neck, the hips hold a ton of stress. Okay, carefully, if you're holding onto those feet, you're gonna lift your hands up, you're gonna lift yourself up and then uncross them. And then we're gonna start the other side. So left leg crosses over right, and if you want, just cross it regular. If you need to, you lift it up. This is the progression into it. If you want more, hold the knee. If you want more, left knee over the right. Is that right? Yes. Lift up, right hand grabs the left foot, and then the other hand grabs the right foot, and then pull them apart. But your knees pretty much stay together here. Good, hold. Good.
So good.
Good. So, like my friends and I always used to be like, oh, we need to go out. We need a night of dancing. All right. Back in the day.
I was going to say, I was going to be impressed if it was now.
No, I wish. Actually, it went the first night in Niagara. Me, Nastia, and Amanda were the only people dancing while this band played. And we just had the best time.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get people up. And some people did get up and dance with us because they felt bad for it.
The pity dance.
I'm just kidding. Oh. Well, maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Good. Nice. Release. Oh, okay. Just let the knees fall open. We're going to the other way. Bottoms of the feet. Just let the knees fall open. So, back in the day, we'd be like, oh, we need to go out and we need to go dancing. Well, because when you're dancing, you're shaking your hips, right? So, you're loosening up. You always feel good after you do something where you're loosening up your hips and relaxing. For some people, that's going dancing. For some people, it's just, doing something like this, a hip opening yoga or movement of any kind with the hips. Good. To help them de-stress. So just hang there. Good. Put your hands on your belly. Noticing the rise and fall and remembering taking each thing as it comes, taking each breath as it comes. Remembering the breath as life. That you're alive. And to be grateful for each moment. To be in the moment, even when it's hard. Sometimes the challenge is to slow down and to stop. And if you'd like to stay in this position and allow yourself just to relax a little longer, whether that's 30 seconds or 30 minutes, do what you need to do for you. I want you to take your right hand and bring it under your right leg, and then start to bring it in to roll it on top of the left leg so that you're into a fetal position. So you're just going to turn to the left side of your body, and then you're going to push yourself up slowly, carefully to a seated position. Good. And let's just take a few little circles. Good. Oh, Melanie, thank you. I'm so glad that you're with us, and I'm so sorry to hear about flooding. That is terrible. I saw that.
Oh, wow.
We're happy that you are safe and your family is okay. Good. And other direction. Good. Just let yourself. Now, sometimes it's nice even just to take, as she said in the last class, workout snacks to take. And we don't mean eating. We mean
Snacking.
stretching snacks. Snacking, meaning 2 minutes of stretching during the day, right?
Yeah. If you have 10 minutes, take it.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it.
Nice. Good. Bring it back to the center and give me a big breath all the way up and in. Hands together. Bring them down to your heart. We went over a few minutes, but hey, it just felt good, right? Sometimes you got to.
Felt great. I feel very centered. Ready
Thank you.
for
Me
my
too.
errands of the day.
Yes, ready? Yes. Don't think about them. Just think of
Yeah.
right here. Enjoy your day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We love having you here with us. And don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe. Bye, everybody.